Hi everyone, good evening. So today we're going to be walking you through the flow charts I talked about. So I'm going to be using my iPad to do lots of explanations. I have my iPad over here and I also have like two cameras showing you. So firstly, I'm currently using a software called Camo. This software allows me to pair my two phones. So I'm currently using my iPhone and this other iPhone over here, and I connect to both of them through the software called Camo. So let's say now I want to switch to the other phone. I could switch over to the other phone from here. So now you're seeing me from this other iPhone. And now there's another phone there, which you might not be able to see because of the way I did the camera. But if I go out mode, you can see that's one iPhone over here. Okay, and okay, this other one over here. And if I go wild mode, you'll be able to see this other iPhone over here. Right, so there are like two iPhones I'm currently using at the same time. Okay, so that is for the phones. The sound, I'm currently using a microphone. I recommend this microphone. Like, say for instance, right now as I'm making this video, my the solar panel in the house is kind of bad, and I only get to charge the inverter using lights, like whenever there is power on the grid. So we get lights often, but then sometimes light doesn't just come. And so at the moment, I had to switch off the inverter so the battery doesn't run down, and I'm currently running a generator. This generator is very crazily loud. I mean, right now as I'm inside here, I have to kind of increase my voice because the generator is loud. But this microphone has a sound suppression system, like it filters noise very, very well. So good that you can only hear me and hear what I'm saying. But if you're in this room, you won't even believe that this mic is capturing only my voice because there is so much noise over here. So this mic is connected to a Focusrite, which is a sound card. Maybe I should switch over to the other camera so you can see it. And then, okay, I don't know if I'm actually putting it well. Let me put this normal. Okay, let me try and do it big X. Okay, this is the sound. This is the sound card over here. This thing you see over here is called a sound card. So what this really does is to help me connect this microphone. Okay, the sound card connects to the microphone, and then I connect it to the computer, which is a Mac Mini. So this is a Mac Mini over here, and maybe I should try to see how I can. Okay, I might not be able to show you from here. Um, or I could try. I think if I zoom, I'll be able to show you. Yes, that is it over here. That's the Mac Mini over here. Okay, so I'm currently using the OBS to switch in between my two different iPhones I have at different location. The Shure SM7B is connected to the Focusrite, and yeah, that is the setup I'm currently recording. So I'm recording with the software. Somebody just opened the door. I think it should be a bit noisy. Okay, so I'm currently using a software called OBS for this record. OBS, also known as Open Broadcasting Software, it's one of the best softwares for recording. I'm going to switch over to the other iPhone and try and see if I can actually zoom into my screen. I doubt it to be possible anyway, but let me try. So I'm going to drag this over here, and I'll select this to be it's not possible. Okay, let me see from here. Let me zoom in. Let me take this. Yes, this is the software. So this software, you might not be able to see it clearly, but it's a software called OBS. So this software is practically for anything that has to do with broadcasting. This is what gamers use. This is what so many people get to use to record their video. And with this software, you can connect like your iPad. Like this is my iPad over here. So let's say for instance, I want to teach you something and I'm drawing. On this OBS, I'll just switch over to a mode. This mode is called the iPad mode. Now you're not seeing my iPad, and I can now head over to maybe where I was making notes and teach you whatever I was teaching you. Maybe draw diagrams for you. I think I was working on something with freeform. So let's say something like freeform. So I was actually building on a workflow, like workflow I was talking about early this morning. which is where job requirement comes in, or we post it on LinkedIn. We pick our applicants. Then after we pick we give our applicant a link to choose when they'll be available for meeting. So our applicants would, pick this time to be available for meeting. If after the meeting we accept them, then they can move over to the onboarding. If no, we can send them an end of interview. This is where they will get an email telling them, oh, sorry, we couldn't employ you. Maybe you should try to apply sometime in the future. If there's also something we want to advise them against, maybe we notice certain places we might suggest that they get to work on. So maybe next time when they apply, we'll be able to employ them, or maybe some other person who gets to review them would want to employ them. Maybe something we want them to improve, something we felt was part of the reasons we couldn't hire them at the moment, or something like that. Okay, so but then if they were okay, yes, then we'll move over to the next step. So this is where we get to give the developer like other forms to fill. And these forms will be things like, oh, what's your government issued ID card, your proof of location, declaration of, criminal declaration, like, head over to the nearest police station and do criminal declaration, and so many other documents. So when they fill these documents, it's supposed to send us a copy, which is the department, the HR department. So this is what I'm practically trying to do on my iPad. I was actually trying to do this before I hopped on this. Like, I was still working on this. So practically now I've switched back to my face, and I just showed you that thing not too long on my iPad. And it's only possible because I'm using OBS. So on OBS I have different scene, and I'm also seeing it from here. So I can also see what I'm showing you from here. So practically, like, it's making the tutorial like very, very easy for me to make. Like, I find it so easy to make, and I can even show you my screen. Like, before now I was actually trying to see how I could screen record this whole thing I was talking about. So I said screen record schedule rather. So let me switch my Google Chrome. So here on my Google Chrome, you can currently see that I was currently trying to pick up a time within my calendar. Say for instance, the 12th of December 2024, I picked a couple of time, and so now I'm calling this new dev onboarding meet one. So this is like a I'm trying to create, like, okay, I'm going to be available on my calendar, and this is when I'm going to be available to talk to software developers who would want to be working on at the firm. So now this link is actually supposed to open, like, show like, okay, I have this free time slots, and each person will come in and choose when they would be able to have, the meeting. Now, the more people pick more time, the more you might not be able to have another time. So let's say everybody picks the slots for this on the 12th. That means maybe two things to be involved. One, would obviously have enough time to accompany the amount of people we have, but we'll also expand it. So I can say, okay, apart from the Thursday, maybe I want to also do on the Friday. And so this person will be able to, let me add here, for instance, within the Friday. So this person will be able to say, okay, maybe the whole Thursday slot is filled up, but I can be available for the job interview like on a Friday. And so they can put in their time. So let's say for Friday I can do something like let me try and increase the time. Let's say on a Friday I can do 12 p.m. to, let's say, 3 p.m. because I wouldn't want to stay online for long. So now they can actually pick up the times that'll be free. So this is the title. This is how long each of the appointments would last. I set it for 30 minutes, so we don't go above 30 minutes. So this means each slot is like 30 minutes. This person has like 30 minutes for the meeting. So now this is scheduling windows, and this scheduling windows practically is now like, okay, let me switch over to my front camera. So now you see that's one of the beauty of OBS, is the fact that right now my other iPhone, the one you're seeing right here, is capturing me. I don't have to edit all this. If I was to edit all these things, it would have taken me so much back and front editing. But I can even show you my iPad right now. I can draw things, I can teach you, I can do so many things at the same time all I have to do is just to switch to different scenes, and I'm back. And this is what my content is going to be like. I'm going to be showing you how to actually manage a tech firm, how to manage a tech startup. If you're a software developer, you have wrote beautiful softwares, and now you want to actually go from, okay, just that person who was able to write softwares, to, oh, I now own a tech firm. I now get to recruit the best teams, and I get to work with different chiefs, and I get to do my compliance, pay my tax, raise funds, raise seeds, and I get to collaborate and network, and I get to have a bigger software success. So from just being a software developer that wrote some beautiful thing into being a tech founder. So it's gonna be like a journey for me, because I'll be teaching you things I'm learning on the job. Just like right now, I'm actually just learning how to schedule, because while I was doing my whole tutorials this 3 months, I learned like some onboarding, right? So let me show you something on my iPad, for instance. So that was this tutorial I took on. I hope I don't have sensitive things. Yeah, I don't like sensitive things showing. Okay, so okay, I don't think anything is too sensitive. I took a screenshot of something I had seen. Okay, this is it. No, not this one. Um, I would find it soon. I think I know where it is. Okay, this is it. Now it might not be too clear, but it might not be even clear at all. But what you're currently seeing right here is how to onboard people into a company. By onboard, sorry, let me take this one. Yeah, by onboard, I mean um how to practically bring people into a company. For instance, to bring people into a company, that was the tutorial I was watching. You need to schedule meetings with them so they get to know the company. You send them some document like the employee handbook, how we work over here, what our culture. Like for me at my own firm, I want you to see my remote job as full-time job. Meaning the fact you're working remotely doesn't mean you have to be like a desk, because I don't understand how some people working remotely and will be in the market to be at different places, will be playing from morning to night. They will not even be active with the work.